Welcome back to See What I See. Today we're doing an interview with Victor, the creator of the legends. So let's get this started, eh? Oh, my friend. This is pretty much to hear your side of the story about your past, the present to right now. And that's why this called is See What I See. So tell me, where have you been to be right now?
Well, I moved to Melbourne last November, so November 25, and I've been here since. And I guess my journey's kind of been all over. I was born in Perth. I stayed there for a couple months, and then after that, I stayed till I was 1 year old in Singapore. And then from there, my grandpa, Mr. Otabe, brought me over to California, where I lived there till the 5th grade. And then I had to repeat the 5th grade in Singapore because they told me I was too dumb. They were right. First 6 months of Singapore, like primary 5, I was failing. And that was really humbling because I was getting straight A's in the US. And that was just, it was actually a wake up call to show that, like, you know, Singapore was online. So primary 5 all the way to secondary 3, I did schooling there. And after that, I finished up the rest of my like high school studies and did the SATs in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And then since then, it was like 8.5 years of Canberra and a year and a half of Melbourne all up. Yeah, and the journey's really been, it's been an interesting one, but my mom and dad have felt callings to really set up new tiers and qualities within the hospitality scene, regardless of where they were, whether it was California or Cambodia. They wanted to elevate that, and because of that, they brought me along for the ride. So that's why I've kind of like traveled so much, but my dad being Cambodian and mom being Singaporean Japanese, like that's kind of like where the heritage and Southeast Asian flavor and the American accent I may or may not have still. That's just because like half of my family's there.
You do speak like English perfectly, like so well.
Well, I mean, like English was my first language, and I learned English, then Chinese, then Japanese, and then a bit of Cambodian. Yeah.
Before that, where was the gap?
The gap of realization that I wanted to come here was like during the time that I was studying in Canberra, like at ANU, I was doing trips to like Sydney and Melbourne for like festivals and concerts and maybe just a little escape from like the government city. The government city is nice, don't get me wrong. It's peaceful, it's serene, it's a beautiful place to start a family, but like in terms of things to do, I felt like Melbourne's coffee scene, the food scene, and the stuff that you could do in Melbourne was so much more vibrant, and the skate scene, uncomparable. Like, I don't think you're gonna get anything like this like outside of like Melbourne. I feel like Sydney, Canberra ain't got the same vibe as Melbourne in terms of the world of skate. And shout out Riverslide, shout out Brett Royden, shout out Angus, shout out Ben Turner, shout out Matt Brett.
Then shout out. So they like really important to you?
I mean, Angus fixed my ollie. Ben Turner was the first coach to ever film me. Brett Royden's been giving me pointers along with Albert, and Matt Brett actually is the one who told me how to like body vario and do some extra stuff. But God bless Angus. Without Angus, my ollie would never be a thing. And shout out Langers, Ralph Lang, for telling me to go faster. And Noah as well. Noah B. Yes, sir.
I definitely need like a lot of motivation. Like you brought up so much. Grow up in realization that you still have people who actually care about you.
Well, like, I bounced around a lot as a kid, like, growing up. Like, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. I maybe stayed in, like, 2 years in each school, right? So every time I jumped schools, I had to leave my friends. But because I had my mom, my dad, and my younger sister with me, I never felt, like, scared or anxious, really. I knew that, like, with my family by my side, it didn't matter. I have the most trusted people in the universe right next to me, and I'm moving with them. And honestly, wherever my mom goes, I follow, just because my mom, I owe everything to her. Without my mother, I would not be the person I am today. So shout out mom. And my grandfather and my grandmother for like my mom's mom for enabling me to eat spice. Yeah.
I had like had a conversation before. Talking about something about your uncle.
Oh yeah. So my mom's older brother, Uncle Alan, is actually a big important part of my life, and I speak with him on a regular basis on like Facebook or WhatsApp. Basically been someone who's kept me in daily prayer, church pastor, and because of that, like his ethics and morals are so grounded in terms of principles that he's really walking with Jesus as a person. So I look to him for a lot of advice and life advice and counseling and just any form of like discipleship, really, because well, he preaches sermons to a congregation, and me being a blood relative, it's a little bit different. But whenever he does give me a little message from me, I take that to heart, and I try to kind of, you know, utilize whatever he said to me in terms of advice into my actions. lessons each and every day, because I know that maybe not everyone will agree, but I believe in what goes around comes around. And my uncle is the same. Like, what would Jesus do? WWJD. Or if you're not Christian, then like think about like Allah or Buddha. Like they lived such harmonious lives. They gave so much, and Jesus, like, he cared for everyone. Like, you look at all these holy spiritual people, even if you're not a believer in Christ, you can use religion as a way to really ground your ethics and your moral code, like, to heart. Like, you grow up with better values by actually having a little bit of religion. Not saying that you need to have religion, but yeah.
You just believe in your joy.
No. For me, like, I believe that we are made in his image. In all things, it's all glory to God, right? That's me. But I'm never gonna force that down anybody.
Now, all the stuff that you've been through, what is one advice you can tell someone or even tell your future self, past self?
The best advice I can tell you right now, honestly, listen to a vet. Listen to somebody who's lived a lot more life than you. Somebody who's living the life that you want to live, or they have values and aspects to their character and skills and knowledge that you don't have and you want to learn off them. Find someone like that. Find a super unc or super auntie, and they'll change your life. A super unc and a super auntie, that's all you need in life. That's it. I'll be real, just honestly, just be dead ass and like ask your favorite relative for advice. Or maybe if you don't have a favorite relative, it could be a family friend or like just an older friend that you look up to, and learn from them, because the main thing is to always stay learning, you know. Just like when I see like other good skaters around me, it actually inspires me to try new stuff. And like, because they can land things that I can't land, it pushes me further. It drives me to go beyond my normal limitation or that limiter that I've had in my brain to just be like, I'm scared to try this. But then I'll see like Raph Lang like do some BS here, or Dante or Ben Laurie or Noah or Kirksey. Heck, even Brucey, or if I see Ben Turner do his shit, like do his thing, like if I see Brett Royden pull up on the park, do a tray flip, I'm like, oh my god.
And these are all skaters who you...
Yeah, like honestly, like even Taylor, like without her, I wouldn't have been practicing my rolling ollie. Actually, without Taylor, without Angus, without Ben, and without Brett, without like, it's all tribe. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what? I think I fucked up my message. The main message is find a vet that you really like, somebody who has more life XP than you, somebody who's in the industry that you want to be in, somebody who has that skill set that you want to learn from, and just sit down and be humble and just soak in that knowledge like a sponge, because they have so many like golden nuggets of wisdom, and they're the subject matter expert, and it's okay to be that rookie. Be a rookie. Learn from the vet. In the NBA, the rookies are always learning from the vets. LeBron James is basically the coach of his team.
Before we get more down that, what do you do?
I mean, like, I used to be a management consultant for 3 years, but now I'm kind of focusing on the creative pathway. I work in retail at Aquila. I am a videographer. I'm a DJ who got most notably known for R&B and hip hop and festival music on a boat. Shout out Rewind Entertainment. Shout out Moe and John Rodney. Shout out MJ. God bless you for putting me on. And I gotta give thanks to, like, you know, Audio Technica for sponsoring me.
I can see a lot of love and people gave you the opportunity, and you took that so much hard. Patient is, you're lucky to have it.
Yeah, the main thing is that, like, life can be quite bitter sometimes, but if you surround yourself with good people and there's nothing but good energy, it's just a good time. No negative energy, positive energy only.
But so many different ways. Now, you have anything else you want to say to yourself?
I mean, to other people and myself, I'm just gonna say what I said to you in the car earlier, Will. Hold on and believe. Couldn't find a car park. He didn't believe. I believe. Just hold on and believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Also, it's very important to get your mom or dad's approval. Just, yeah, I'm gonna be dead ass about that. Yeah, that's the only thing. Always get your family on your side. That's in life advice. If you got mom or pops on your side, or grandma or grandpappy, you're chilling. For a quote, I'll give you the Raph Lane quote: "Go fast and land."